you opened the show talking about this. Well, I need to consult Spencer here. Could we talk about the Virginia Attorney General and race? Because like I just learned about this. He had some rather spicy text messages that people thought were going to be.
The texts are awesome. The texts are I love the text because his friend is trying to like give him this off ramp where he's like, surely, Jay, we can agree that we shouldn't kill like the grandkids of like people we disagree with. And Jones is like, we should kill their friends too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read this verbatim. So I live in Virginia. I'm both the Chapo Zoomer correspondent and Virginia correspondent, and both the races here were not close, but people were kind of wondering about Jay Jones. He ended up winning by a little bit more than Kamala, I think. So,
hey,
yeah. So Kamala's message of I'm middle class and I come from a middle class family and I have a gun did not go as well as Jay Jones's message of let's start doing funny games to people. I'm just going to read that. So Jay Jones had two scandals. The first one was that he was arrested for reckless driving. I think he did like 114 and a 70.
That's fucking crazy.
Awesome.
There's nothing on this planet that requires you going that fast in a 70.
Felix, do you remember when Chief Keef got arrested in Chicago for driving his like Audi like well over 100 miles an hour on like one of the main Chicago highways?
And there's like Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah. There's footage of the cops arresting him, and like the cops ask him, "Why were you going that fast?" And he goes, "Because I got the car. What else would you do with it?" He goes like, "My car goes fast."
Knowing Jay Jones, it was probably like a 2007 Honda Accord that he somehow got to go 120 miles an hour.
Like the car was rattling like the Mercury capsule re-entering the atmosphere as it cleared 116 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But there's a great follow-up to this story.
Well, because he managed to get out of anything but doing like 10 hours of community service. And apparently there was a scandal because it's like, oh, he's above the law. And it's like, I want my district attorney to know how to cheat the law.
No. He also did his community service by volunteering for his own campaign.
I didn't know that part. This guy,
I love him.
He's a hero. But anyways, I'm just going to read his texts verbatim because these texts were leaked to the National Review. And it looks like he might actually lose his race, but Spanberger won by 15, so he was just carried over the finish line and won by almost 6 points. Again, almost like more than Kamala Harris. There are Trump-Jones districts in like Manassas and Nova, which is amazing. That's really, really great. The people who are like...
one last thing. The Republican who leaked these texts, they lost their election.
Yes, they did. So Virginia is anti-snitch, pro-murder, including people who voted for Trump want to be killed. They hate their families that much. Like, I hate my kids too. So anyways, Jay Jones says, so this person's like, haha, they say nice things to everyone. And then Jay Jones responds, if those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals to piss on their graves. Send them out a wash and something. And then the person who he's texting responds, Jay Jones. And then Jay says, 3 people, 2 bullets, Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Spoiler, put Gilbert in with the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. Person responds, Jay, please stop. He says, lol, okay. The person says, it really bothers me when you talk about hurting people or wishing them death. You weren't simply asking questions and you know it. And then he responds, I genuinely was. I wasn't attacking you. I was trying to understand your logic. And then the person says, you weren't trying to understand. You were talking about hoping Jennifer Gilbert's children would die. And then he says, yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy.
That could be a Stalin quote.
I gotta say,
great.
Jay the Savage Jones, Jay the Iceman Jones, Jay Beast Mode Jones.
Welcome back, King Vaughn.
And it goes on, what is it? Like, again, the person keeps trying to give him offerings. Like, surely you do not mean you want this Republican's children to die in front of them. And then he says, I mean, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascists? Yes.
Wow. Okay, Spencer, I'm really excited for Virginia's new legal system to apply the North Korean 3 generations model of punishing someone for for being traitorous.
Yeah.
Where does someone get internally exiled in the Commonwealth of Virginia?
Probably West Virginia. No one wants to be there. Yeah, but again, Jay Jones won very comfortably, and he's going to be the new attorney general. He unseated an incumbent who was like going really, really hard after anti-Israel groups. Jay Jones is not great on Israel. If he said anything, it's pretty generic. I condemn Hamas stuff. But personally, if you want to know how to win people like us over to voting for Democrat, holding our noses and voting for Democrat, this is a pretty good way to do it.
Oh.
Well, Jay Jones actually, he was on our side, and then someone said, well, actually, like those civilian deaths on October 7th, those were like Israeli military helicopters. And he's like, oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, he chose the
Never
side
mind,
that killed
yeah.
the most civilians.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, who is this Gilbert person he was even talking about?
Just some like random, I think like VA Republican, like some like third tier, like I think it was like a member of the VA House or something. Just again, it was not anyone you would know. It wasn't like Charlie Kirk
I
or
can
anything.
imagine why
It was-
fantasizing about killing Trump's kids, but he's just like, yeah, the grandkids of this state delegate from Virginia should be wiped out.
Yeah. Again, this is almost like I barely even think this was like a political thing. It was purely a personal hatred at this point.
That rules.
Yeah, when he says they're breeding little fascists. I mean, I think say hello to America's first 7-term president.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.